Έχουμε πλέον μπει στην τελική ευθεία με τις προετοιμασίες της παρελάσεως. Έχουμε λιγότερο από ένα μήνα. 7 Απριλίου είναι η εθνική μας παρέλαση στην 5η Λεωφόρο. Θέλουμε όλον τον ελληνισμό να είναι στην 5η Λεωφόρο. Όχι στα σπίτια τους να κοιτάζουν την παρέλαση από το κανάλι 9 ή 5, αλλά στην 5η Λεωφόρο. Χρειαζόμαστε να είμαστε εκεί, τους χρειαζόμαστε εμείς, τους χρειάζεται η Ελλάδα, τους χρειάζεται ο ελληνισμός, όλος αυτός ο κόσμος που δουλεύει για την παρέλαση θα εμψυχωθεί όταν βλέπει την 5η Λεωφόρο γεμάτη από Έλληνες με τις ελληνικές και τις αμερικάνικες σημαίες.
Και εγώ με τη σειρά μου θέλω να ενημερώσω την ομογένεια ότι όλες οι εκδηλώσεις έχουν προγραμματιστεί. Παρακολουθείτε τον τύπο να λάβετε μέρος στις διάφορες εκδηλώσεις, αλλά και εγώ με τη σειρά μου προτρέπω όλη την ομογένεια σύσσωμοι να συμπαρασταθούμε και να βρεθούμε όλοι μαζί στην 5η Λεωφόρο, ούτως ώστε να τιμήσουμε αυτή τη μεγάλη γιορτή του έθνους. Όλοι μαζί στις 7 Απριλίου στην 5η Λεωφόρο.
Η οργάνωση της εφετινής μας παρέλασης είναι κάπως διαφορετική από ό,τι ήταν άλλα χρόνια. Η διαφορά έγκυται στο ότι ο μήνας Μάρτιος έχει ανακηρυχθεί πολιτιστικός μήνας και έχουν προγραμματιστεί αρκετές εκδηλώσεις σχετικές με την ιστορική μας παράδοση και με την παρέλαση γενικά. Ελπίζω όλα να πάνε καλά, όλα είναι προγραμματισμένα, γίνονται ανακοινώσεις από τον τύπο, οπότε όλοι οι Έλληνες μπορούν να ξέρουν πότε και πού και τι θα γίνει. Ευχαριστώ.
Και εγώ με τη σειρά μου ήθελα να καλέσω όλους να παραβρεθείτε 7 Απριλίου στην 5η Λεωφόρου. Εκεί πρέπει να είμαστε όλοι να τιμήσουμε τους Σύριες που θυσιάστηκαν για την πατρίδα μας. Και επίσης ήθελα να καλέσω όλους να μας βοηθήσουν με το journal. Ακόμη είναι νωρίς, υπάρχει καιρός. Σας παρακαλούμε, βοηθήστε το journal, το οποίο καλύπτει ένα μεγάλο έξοδο της παρελάσεως.
Greece, the cradle of civilization and the birthplace of democracy, a land of picturesque vistas and a land rich in family tradition. The Greek Independence Day Parade commemorates the 191st anniversary of Greek independence from Ottoman rule, tyranny, and oppression. It is a celebration of Hellenic identity, an opportunity for those of Greek heritage to express and promote their culture and achievements to the world. The parade is hosted by the Federation of Hellenic Societies of Greater New York, a group proud to promote the preservation of their traditions from generation to generation. So join us today on 5th Avenue as My9 presents the 81st Annual Greek Independence Day Parade, a celebration of this glorious land. And
we are to celebrate the 191st anniversary of Greek independence. The parade is already getting underway, and I see all the people piling in, Ernie. There's a lot of people out here, and the rain held off for us.
That's so important. You know, we were a little concerned about the rain. We thought it was going to be a problem, but I think we're going to be in great shape. Nick Gregory, of course, is on the job with us, so he'll be telling us more about that. But Nicole, this is going to be a terrific day as usual. We've got more than 40 floats out there, churches from all over the tri-state area.
Ernie and I were sitting here just before the program began, and we both said how excited we are to be here. And our feelings echo all of the folks out there who've been waiting for today to celebrate our heritage, our family, our friends.
We should have perhaps 100,000 to 150,000 people, and also those of you at home watching on My9. We really have a lot to talk about today. Our Grand Marshal, of course, is the Senator from New Jersey, Robert Menendez. He is going to be joining us today. Archbishop Dimitrios, of course, our honorary parade chairman, and a number of dignitaries from both Greece, Cyprus, and government leaders from New York and also the States.
And of course, everybody from the churches to the Goya to the Philoptochos, and everybody will be here. So we're glad that you're here watching. If you can't be here with us today, we're glad you're there with us.
And joining us on the parade route will be Jill Nicolini and also Nick Gregory, who is back from Florida. He's got a great sunshine face on him. He looks terrific today. And he's got a beautiful Greek blue tie on. Yasu, Nico, and how are you?
Yasu, Ernie, Nicole, doing great. We're, of course, wearing the blue and white colors of Greece today.
That's right. And we saw some of the chairmen as well, Mr. John Katsimatidis. We saw Philip Christopher. Everybody's here. They're piling in. And we have a lot to look forward to. And the band bands. I can already hear some of the bands.
Well, you know, we have music, we have entertainment, and as you mentioned, a number of the floats from the New York tri-state area. But we know that Greece is the cradle of Western civilization. There is a great pride in the Greek people, and especially now, Nicole, as we know, some of the difficulties, the news reports that we have been hearing for many months now out of Greece. But we are all Greeks, as they say, and we are very supportive of a proud nation and the people who need us right now.
And, you know, you make a great point, because we've done this for a few years now, but this year's parade has a new theme, solidarity with Greece. And last night at the Plaza Hotel, there were a lot of folks to get ready for the parade today.
Yes.
And they were saying how we're here today to not only show our friends and family here in America, but to go right back to Greece and show that we are there supporting them as well during a tough time.
Yes, we'll be talking about that and demonstrating it as well today in a number of interviews coming up. We're going to take a short break. We're watching the parade here live on 5th Avenue. This is our 81st annual celebration of Greek Independence Parades. It's fabulous. Okay, we're going to take a break. Nicole and I will be right back.
Yasso!
We are celebrating Greek Independence Day today, of course, and we're bringing you live coverage. Nicole Nicolidis, Petalidis. You know what? I had a couple of names because we have Jill Nicolini with us today, so there are a couple in my mind. But anyway, let's just talk about some of the people that are here today. We can see the wonderful faces of our dignitaries who are marching from the Greek Orthodox Church. We just saw Archbishop Dimitrios.
His Eminence Archbishop Dimitrios, who is so kind, so wonderful, and obviously represents both North and South America, but he is present every time I go to an event. Archbishop Dimitrios is there. I don't think the man ever sleeps. He's there working to continue to promote orthodoxy and Hellenism.
You're right, and we know that the church is absolutely at the center of our faith in terms of our family, in terms of what we are doing today to celebrate this. The Archbishop right there smiling at us. We're going to be talking to him in a short while, but we know the communities are all founded on the church and the activities surrounding the church, the choir, the Goya, Joy, the basketball teams, the festivals, everything is really surrounded by the faith that we have.
What's always so fun about it.
Of New Jersey. It's so good to have you with us, sir. Congratulations.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Yasu.
Yasu, you are Greek today.
Yes, well, we're thrilled. It's a distinguished privilege to be named the Grand Marshal, and we have a great love for the people of Greece, the birthplace of democracy, a strong ally of the United States through all of our conflicts, and certainly the enormous contributions that Greek Americans who came to this country with just a passport and a dream have done tremendous things.
Last night I heard you speaking at the Plaza Hotel, where you were so emphatic and so supportive of both Greece and Cyprus. You were saying that your cause of Cyprus, but in Greece you're talking about Macedonia as well. You really are behind the Greek people. You don't quit, huh? How come?
Well, I think we have a lot in common with the Greek people. I mean, our spirit of democracy began in ancient Athens. The enormous contributions of a community that came to this country, as I said, with a passport and a dream, and have made in every walk of life, including great anchor people.
Thank you.
That's nice, right? The passport and the dream, and that's really what so many of our families who are immigrants
came with. And Senator Menendez, we made mention, of course, the difficulties that the Greek people are facing right now in Greece, and you certainly are following those developments. Things seem to be improving. There's a lot of hope there, and part of the theme of this parade is the support and the solidarity for the Greek people.
Well, absolutely. And look, you know, as a member of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, I think that there are brighter days ahead for the Greek people. But, you know, as we march behind the Greek flag, the 5 blue stripes, the 4 white stripes that were the march of syllables of freedom and death, of independence. This is a march for freedom, and it's a march of economic freedom.
Very good. Eleftheria y thanatos. That is what he's talking about. Very impressive, Senator Menendez.
Right on the mark. I know that you enjoy a lot of things in New Jersey as well, because there are so many communities there that have Greek festivals that I know you try to attend and various functions.
Do you have a Greek favorite food?
I have several. That's
we have some in front of you. That's why she was saying that.
That's very tempting. It would take away all my jogging.
We've got some pulurakia and a lot of other things for you.
That is great.
Well, Senator Menendez, congratulations to you as the Grand Marshal today.
Thank you. It's a great honor, and it's great to be here with our friends and families from the Hellenic Republic and from Cyprus as well.
Thank you. Scholarship Fund. They are so well known in the area, and we're so proud that they're here. also we can see the pride of Greece right here, Nicole, the evzones.
The evzones, they are unbelievable. When you take a look at them, they are looking good. They are well trained. They date back to the early 1821, right, where the whole Greek independence began.
They are so proud. They're purely ceremonial right now. They guard the tomb of the unknown soldier. We have been to Greece. We have seen them. The Hellenic Parliament, of course, and the presidential mansion. And all are volunteers drawn from the Hellenic Army's infantry, artillery, and the armored corps. This is quite a history. And these guys are just so proud to be here today, especially since we know that we're talking about the people of Greece and that we are with them and thinking of them and supporting them today.
That's right. And when you're looking at them, as the national anthem is playing in the background, you can see their costumes. The fustanella right there is being featured, and a short time ago we saw the shoes with the pom-poms, the tsaroukia.
Let's listen in. Our national anthem here at the 2012 Greek Independence Day Parade as we look upon a proud soldier, an evzone. You were talking about this, Nicole, about the formation of this group after the revolution of 1821. And by the way, the uniform of the evzone was officially established as the uniform of all chieftains and fighters of the revolution. As a child, as a young boy, I remember growing up and wearing the evzone to many of the March 25th Independence Day ceremonies. I was so happy. Here is the Greek national anthem right now. Greeks are very proud, as we know. We can see some of the information up on your screen, which we have talked about. Greeks are very proud of their heritage, with their many contributions to Western society. Democracy, of course, had the first known democracy, promoting equal opportunity, power to the people, the principles of human rights, freedom, and so much that has affected many of our constitutional rights today. And we can go on and on. We could talk about philosophy. We could talk about medicine and sports. When you think about Greeks being involved in sports, you think of the Olympics, of course. Greece was the first civilization to incorporate sports and make it a proud tradition. And we know that many times we think about all of the contributions that the Greeks have made with great pride. Someone who is sitting next to you, Nicole, is also so proud of what they have accomplished and actually what we are accomplishing today. And he's one of the leaders. And maybe you want to talk to our good friend, John.
Yeah, John Katsimatidis is here with us. Today is the parade. We've been waiting for it. So far, so good, huh, John?
Well, there's no rain, which is good news, and it's a beautiful day. It's a little bit cooler than we expected since the last few days were in the 70s. But it's a great day. It's a great Independence Day, and we're all going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to celebrate our independence all together.
And everybody who's watching, thanks you, and thanks everybody who supported and everybody who came out here today to promote Greek independence, to promote our family. And there he is, Mayor Michael Bloomberg.
Yeah. Great supporter of the Greek communities. He is going to be coming up here in a short while. You keep that seat warm for him. Yeah. John, you also have a special event every year, and that's something that you are taking great pride in, the Hellenic Times Scholarship Fund Dance. And you make such great contributions to help so many students across America.
You know, I believe that we have to support our people. Look, I'm an American. but my father, my mother, Greek roots, we have to support our roots, and I feel that my father's spirit is looking over us today and what we're doing. It's like a few years ago when we honored Tony Orlando.
Yes.
He had tears in his eyes because his father is Greek, and he said to me at the end, he was crying, and he said to me at the end, I know my father was watching me go march up Fifth Avenue with the Greeks.
Oh,
it was
so
very
beautiful.
emotional for him, and we've heard so many stories like that over the years, John. But we also know, and you're also a good supporter of the city of New York, that this is indeed the great melting pot. This is where so many groups come together, so many ethnic groups and various cultures just blend in to make this city the great city that it is.
It's the greatest city in the world, and we're all proud to live here, and I wouldn't live anywhere else.
And I want to not leave out, let's talk about Margot and Andrea and John Jr. and Andrea's husband, Chris. And you're bringing Hellenism to them, and Margot's a great cook, and you guys have lots of Greek food all the time,
my
right?
daughter, yes, and we even, you know, my daughter married President Nixon's grandson.
Yes.
And you're going to see today, his mother, Tricia Nixon, is going to be on our float.
Oh, so exciting.
So wave at Tricia.
I will. And I saw that Andrea was featured in the New York Post one time, how she makes spanakopita.
Yes.
Oh, she made some last night. Come over afterwards. She made some.
I know, John, you know, before we let you go, I know that you've talked to us about this from time to time, and you have a dream about doing something great for New York, and that is to perhaps revive the World's Fair, which was such a great success.
That was one of our dreams. The last World's Fair was 1964.
Yeah.
And we think if New York needs an economy boost, it's going to increase tourism from 50 million maybe to 60 million. And
are you still behind that? Are you ready
to do that?
Publicly tell us that you're ready to get that campaign going again?
Well, if with the help of the mayor and a few others, we can get it done.
Maybe we'll ask the mayor when we bring him up here in a short time, okay?
That'd be great. Thank you.
Thank you, John Katsimatidis. Behind the parade, behind Hellenism. He does it all. You're the man, John.
Thank you very much, John. Sea of blue and white, and of course the American flag, Greek American Folklore Society, passing by us right now, dressed in their traditional garb, looking well, looking proud, and look, it's not raining, John. This is great. Everybody's able to walk around without getting wet. You know, Nicole, we talk about tourism, and we were talking about the Greek people today and what they're going through, but tourism is so important to Greece, and it's such a beautiful country, if we have to say it ourselves.
And look, people still are going there, even during a time of crisis and turmoil. People are still going there and enjoying the beautiful beaches of Santorini and Mykonos and Serifos. I mean, I've been to so many of them, and my husband Nick and I took a yacht around the islands. We did 9 islands in 7 days.
Beautiful.
And what a trip that was, one to remember.
Well, it's nice to do that because, you know, we all try to do it because it really gives us a chance to stay in touch with the customs and to learn more about them in a deeper sense, and also to pass that heritage along to our children. The Greek flag and also the celebrations that are going on today. This is one of the times that people have an opportunity to come out here and also think about some of the role models, Nicole, and we'll be talking about some of them today. Children all need role models, and all of the ethnic groups are looking for those people who have been successful in many walks of life, and there are so many of them. I mean, when you talk about political figures, I know that the former governor, Michael Dukakis, a former presidential candidate, was certainly one of them. Senator Paul Sarbanes, long distinguished himself in Washington. In sports, you know, you've got Pete Sampras, you've got Olympia Dukakis. Yes.
You and I had the Dukakis family together.
Absolutely. And Olympia Dukakis as well.
Great.
And we can't forget some of the great. Betty White. A lot of people don't realize that Betty White also is.
I love Betty White. How about some of the other ones? You mentioned Konstantin Maroulis.
Yes.
Right?
And he's here.
He's here from Rock of Ages. Yep. Everybody knew him from American Idol. He's here. He's going to be on the float. Oh, there's Miss Greek Independence, Olga Motska. She's Miss Greek Independence. She was voted this month in Astoria during a competition there where they had 10 competitors there.
Yes. And she was very proud to be there today, and there she is smiling. She's going to go by us right there. Hey, smile. Hi.
Hi, Olga. Well, some of the criteria, you and I have talked about this, 17 to 25 years old, and you have to be bilingual, and one of your parents have to be Greek.
Well, she qualifies, and she is serving us proudly today as we see some of the smiling children. Look at these are the little ones. You know, we talk about our children and passing along the heritage. You see see them waving their flag with great pride. This is
See, I wave at them and they can
Trinity.
wave back at me. They are so cute.
Hello, everybody. This is the group from the Cathedral of the Holy Trinity in New York on 74th Street, East 74th Street. We certainly have been to it many times. It's a beautiful cathedral.
It is gorgeous. I love being in there. That's actually where John Katzmadidi's daughter got married. And, and that's where my son had his 40-day ceremony.
And the home of Archbishop Dimitrios as well. Okay, we're going to be taking a short break right now. We're going to be coming back, Nicole, with our team to give you all of the events that are happening here on this beautiful Greek Independence Day on this Sunday. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mike Emanuel, Chief Congressional Correspondent for Fox News. I hope you're enjoying the Greek Independence Day Parade, which is a fantastic celebration of our Hellenic heritage. As I look back on my youth growing up at Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Church in Westfield, New Jersey, one of my fondest memories is my father repeatedly telling his 3 sons to study hard: Greek philosophy, poetry, and Greek history. Dad taught us to be proud and to embrace our rich heritage. My guess is he would have been extremely pleased that I was asked to offer this greeting for such a wonderful commemoration in New York. Yassas Chronia Pola.
This portion of the Greek Independence Day Parade is brought to you by Faith, an endowment for Orthodoxy and Hellenism.
Elias was born in Greece, and you've been president of the Federation for the last 2 years.
2 years.
And what do you think of the parade so far? We're off to a good start.
Yeah, I'm so excited the way they held up, and this is really great. You see all the little kids with the flags, and it's amazing.
It brings back memories I was saying earlier about my life when I was young here in the parade as well. Now, the Federation, of course, hosts the parade, but it's involved in other activities in the Greek community. What other activities?
All this month, we had other events, like we want to have March, the month of March, as a Hellenic cultural month. And we had lectures, we had dances, we had exhibits, and everybody gets involved. Some of our clubs had events at the Federation, which is, you know, everybody together, and it's amazing.
Well, that's the one nice thing about it, is the Greek culture brings everybody together. And, you know, today we honor the independence, but there's the honoring of Greek independence takes us into so many different ways.
Yeah, well, it's not only the Greek independence, it's also a religious holiday, and you know very well. And it so happens that the last time that was a parade on the 25th of March, it was in 1984. And the next time is going to be Sunday the 25th. It's going to be 2018.
So this is a special day to actually have Independence Day on the 25th, on the Sunday, that we can bring it to you live today. Well, that's great. Well, Elias, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the parade.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ernie and Nicole?
Thank you. Hey, Nick, are we starting to see a little bit of bright sun possibly breaking through somewhere?
It's the cloud bases are. I've been watching this because you know, my neck is on the line here. But the cloud bases seem to be rising, and it does seem a little brightening. I don't think we're going to be seeing a lot of sun as the day goes along, but I am confident that we're done with the rain, so at least it'll be dry.
Very nice. Thank you, Nick.
Okay.
Talk about patriotism. I saw some of the folks walking by there from the St. Nicholas Church in Flushing, and they had umbrellas, I guess, just in case. They were blue and white.
See that? They were prepared, weren't they?
Just in case. If they had an umbrella, it better be blue.
Oh, yeah. We're showing you much of the parade going on here. The Cyprus Federation of America float just passed us by. We also saw the Panagia Kusiotisa celebrating 100 years with great pride. And also the Cyprus Federation of America, as we just mentioned.
And that's where my family's from. My mother was born in Kyrenia. My father was born in Galavasos. And I've always had a great time every time I go back to visit the beautiful island of Cyprus. Like so many of the islands, they are gorgeous. If you can get to any one of them, get on the plane and go visit.
You know, Nicole, we were talking about the children. We were watching them waving their flags. We also know that within our culture, there is such great respect for our elderly. Big emphasis on Yaya and Papu and those people who have really given us the stories and the pride that we have of coming to this country and building a better life for their children, for their families, and the love of family. It's a very attractive subject for us when we talk about our family.
That's where, and by the way, my aunts just went by. I mean, if you see me waving,
nice.
it's because, and this is what we talk about, family, and what it comes from Yaya and Papu, and they make sure the family stays together, and that's where it all starts, right? They educate their children, they teach them about family, they teach them, they send them out to school, they learn, they grow, and they go on with great careers. So many Greeks have contributed so much to our country, and yet they never forget.
That theme is really dominant, and I'm really, really happy to be here this year.
All right, I'm an honorary Greek today, Stellene. Now, I know about the Greek food and culture a little bit, all right?
Those are some of the best parts of it all.
Okay, well, thank you for coming out and talking to us today. And again, we'll be live here throughout the parade route, so make sure you stay tuned. Ernie, Nicole?
Thank you very much, Jill. Very nice. And, you know, it's good to see the people who are out there and hear their feelings about this day. We're here talking about it, and it's nice to get a sense of what they're experiencing and being part of this in their own way, but also with their families and their friends.
Oh, here's a look. See, another one celebrating 100 years. So we had a few of them earlier. We saw Panagia Ipriotisa. That was one that was celebrating 100 years. We just saw a moment ago from Chios. That was another one. Actually, the Pangiaki, they are celebrating 100 years. And the last one that we haven't seen yet is the Mytilene Society of America, right? From the island of Mytilene.
Mytilene and Chios is one of my favorite islands. We've been to it many times, and there are a lot of people from the New York area that still have a place there, and they have a home there, and they celebrate, and they're part of the celebration. You know, the importance
the black and white with all the geometry on the buildings. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and they also have mastika from Chios. You know, they have the gum. Yeah, they have the gum. And they have a fragrance. They have a perfume. They have a lot of different products, candles, and so forth. It's a big product for them in Greece. So many different islands that we could talk about, and it's so beautiful to visit. The importance of our cultural heritage, that's exactly what we're talking about today, and the great respect that we all have, the immigrants who have given us the story. You were mentioning the Chios Society of America and Canada, and there they are passing us by right now. You know, they take a lot of time to prepare these things, too, getting the people organized and setting up their floats.
They sure do, and the kids come out, and we see all the kids from Goya and Joy, and this is where they do their sports, and they have Greek school, Sunday school, and this is how they keep the kids together, obviously, with other Greek children.
And Nicole, you and I were a part of that growing up. I mean, you know exactly what it is, and it was important to go to Greek school. I remember doing that after my regular classes. We would go at least 3 days a week to Greek school, and our Sunday school as well. And that gave us a good base, gave us a good foundation. We were able to learn more about our culture and to be able to share that with our friends and understand where we came from and where we're going.
And obviously also when you think about the holidays, how about Easter, right? You go with Easter. I used to go with my mother Fanny. We used to go with the aunts and go and light our candles and sing Christos Anesti.
Well, it's coming up now. You know that.
Ready,
and
right?
Speaking of that, joining us right now is the honorary chairman of this fabulous parade, the distinguished leader of the Greek Orthodox Church of America, Archbishop Dimitrios, is joining us today, and he is the honorary chairman, but he is our spiritual leader, and we love you, and it's so good to see you again, Your Eminence.
Good to see you too.
Yes. How do you feel today? Excited?
I feel great. We have a very nice beginning with the liturgy and doxology and the parade, and now we have the these parade interviews, which are a new species on television business.
That's right, because we broadcast all over, and this gets fed to Greece, and everybody sees it, and this is the time that we celebrate our Greek heritage, our faith in the Greek Orthodox Church. How many Greek Orthodox or Christians are there around the world? Or how many in the States here?
We have around the world approximately 300 million Orthodox Christians.
See that?
And we have a considerable number here in the United States. The majority, almost 60%, are Greek Orthodox, but the rest are Russian, Serbian, Romanian, Antiochian, Bulgarian, Albanian, Carpatho-Russian, and Ukrainian.
Yes.
Nice, well done, and that brings us all together.
Your Eminence, I know that also today we are remembering the people of Greece and following news, as you well do, the issues that have been affecting Greece and most of Europe as well and the world. And so I know that your thoughts are there as well, that we have the support for the Greek people.
We remember, and we are sure that the people of Greece will be able to overcome the present difficulty. As a historian, I would say a nation with more than 6,000 years of existence, which has been years of all sorts of ordeals and tribulations, and yet producing continuously, one after the other, cultures, the Minoan, the Mycenaean, the Aegean, the Alexandrian, the classical, the Byzantine. It's not going to stop today because of any difficulty. The difficulty is going to be overcome, for sure.
And we say, Zito y alas.
Exactly.
Oh, bravo!
And Your Eminence, we know that a large part of your ministry, of course, which you have talked about so many times.
Zito is a third person of an imperative. Let Greece live. That's it.
Let it
so
live.
That's what we pray, that's what we say.
Well, our thoughts and our prayers are there.
Always with the help of God.
That's right. And I know that you also preach love, which is a very big part of your ministry. Love and understanding among all cultures. Thank you very much.
Dignitaries family amazingly supportive the Greek community and young people that are interested in arts and everything, so glad to be here.
Great, well, thank you so much again. Let's go back over there now, and we'll go with Ernie and Nicole.
All right, thank you, Jill. We have more to come, Nicole. There's a lot of action here today. We are going to be on the air till 4 o'clock today here on My 9.
They're fired up here. The Greek parade continues. Stay with us for a lot more Hellenism.
And we are back. We are live, Nicole. We're on 5th Avenue, and the weather is really holding up nicely for this big Independence Day parade.
Everyone has turned out. More than 40 floats, estimated maybe 150,000 people are here, and you see the beautiful Greek flag with the cross to represent our religion, and the blue and white of the seas, and unity and hope and faith, and that's what our symbolism is.
And more than 40 floats as well here today. We are just looking at the Greek Children's Fund float, and they're also yelling out, "Go Mets!"
Yeah, there's Mr. Met himself.
There you go, celebrating with the Mets. Well, we wanted to talk about the Greek school kids, of course. We saw some of this going on earlier, and we heard from the principal of the school at the Greek American Institute. As you know, that was established back in 1912. It is the oldest Greek American school in the tri-state area and the second in the U.S.
And that is where Mr. John Katsimatidis actually attended.
And the band is playing on as we celebrate a day of real special significance for Greek Americans. Nick Gregory, you know, he is feeling so good today because he was on vacation for a while. And he comes back just in time for the parade, sporting a nice tan, beautiful tie, and he's right on the parade route as well.
And he's there with the head of the Buntian dancers that we're going to enjoy the dancing. Nick, take it away. Tell us more.
Well, Nicole and Ernie, of course, I wouldn't have missed this parade for anything. And part of the Greek culture, as you've been hearing today, has a lot in it. A lot of course, of the arts. We talk about food. We talk about heritage. But we also have to talk about dancing. And with me today is George Silifidis. He's from the Pontian Society in Norwalk, Connecticut. And, you know, Greek dancing becomes such a big part of our lives as we grow up. And, of course, Greece has many different regions for dance. What we want to learn a little bit today is what the Pontian Society is going to be doing here. I grew up in dancing in Greek folk dance groups, and some of the Pontic dances are my favorite. So tell me a little bit about the society, about the dances today.
Okay, we're a society. We're located in Norwalk, Connecticut. We were established in 1982. We have the very active dance groups. They will perform today 2 dances. One of them is called Seranitsa. That was danced in the Pontus area of Asia Minor. And it was danced in the area of called Heriena. The next dance is called Surtokoyous, and it was also danced in the area of Nicomedia. Some of the dances were danced in local dances, and other dances were kind of fun Pontian dances that they were danced throughout the area.
Well, my family heritage is from Asia Minor. Maybe that's why I like the dances so much. But when we look at the costumes, we're going to see them dressed with bullets, and the women have their headpieces. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, you know, the bullets and the costumes, they represent that the rebels, because, as you know, Greece, along with the Pontian region of Asia Minor, was all under Turkish occupation. So they were rebels, and they had their customs, their bullets, and their guns.
Well, I know that it's, you know, they're very special dances, and so we're very excited. We thank you for being here to share them with us. And now that that marching band has gone by, we'll be able to start the music, and we'll listen from the Pontic Lira and the Dauli that'll play.
There we have it, the Pontian Society performing for us today. Great music, retaining elements of the music traditions of ancient Greece and Byzantium. Lovely. We enjoyed that so much. You know, we know that music is an integral part of our culture and its history. Songs written and sung during significant periods of our history. And, you know, the ancient Greeks believed that dancing was invented by the gods to be used during ceremonies and worship.
I didn't actually know that.
Yeah.
And the truth is, oh, and here you go. You can read about the Galamatiano dance, originating in the province of Galamata, one of the most popular dances among men and women in Greece. And everybody knows Galamata not only for the dancing, but also for the delicious olives.
We love the olives, and we love so much of the Greek food. We're going to be talking a little bit about that Greek food in a while, but right now we're going to welcome the national commander of the Archons, Dr. Anthony Limbarakis, who heads this religious lay organization that has a worldwide mission to promote religious freedom and peace around the world. I'm very happy and proud to be a member of the Archon family and tradition. Good to see you. How are you, Doctor?
Great to be here, Nicole. Archon Ernie, if I may.
Thank you very much.
You know, we're the Archons of the United States under the Ecumenical Patriarchate are fighting for religious freedom. The step would be to open up Kalki, the seminary that was closed down 41 years ago. Another positive step would be the ability for the Ecumenical Patriarch to use his own title in Turkey, where he lives. All around the world, he is considered the first among equals, the Ecumenical Patriarch of all the Orthodox bishops of the world, except in Turkey.
Okay, well, we know that there are some progress made, and I think that all of us are hoping for that kind of understanding everywhere. I think that more than ever, I think we all need to be able to appreciate one another, to have great respect for each other's cultures, and to live and work together.
Indeed,
right.
Ernie, indeed.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, it's
Dr.
great to be here again, and we are continuing to work for religious freedom.
Thank you.
Commander Limbarakis, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Right now along the parade route. Nick.
Yes, Ernie and Nicole, I'm here with Philip Christopher. He's our parade chairman this year, and always great to see you every year here, Philip. And you know, Philip was on the leading edge of cell phone technology before it became a commonplace. So, but more importantly, today we're here to honor Greece and Greek Americans alike.
That's right. We are celebrating 191 years of independence. And of course, and today Greece is fighting for economic freedom. And we as Greek Americans stand by Greece. We want to make sure that everybody understands Greek America is, the Greek Americans are first in education, second in national income in the United States. We work for the national issues like the freedom for Cyprus. All of you know that in 1974, the Republic of Cyprus was invaded by Turkey, and for 38 years it's been occupied by Turkish troops. We want that message to go out. We want everyone to understand that we're going to continue to fight for freedom for Cyprus. So it's a great day today. Greek Americans are celebrating, and we are standing next to our brothers and sisters in Greece.
Well, Philip, that's that's again such important tones that we need to keep in mind as we go through our celebration today. And as you see the young people walk by, and you see again they're waving their flags, that must bring a good feeling to you.
There's no question. I just saw my school that I graduated in 1962. And I remember that I marched that way back when I was in the St. Dimitrios Greek American School.
Well, that's great to see that, and I know how strongly you feel about our Greek American heritage and all that we do, and we thank you for your contributions and working with the parade today as well.
And I want to thank all the people that have worked very hard. Congratulations to you, Nicole and Ernie. You're doing a great job. Thank you.
All right,
so
well,
much.
thank you, Philip. Have a great day. Okay, Philip Christopher.
Isn't it? And so many of the words, you know, that we have been hearing today, the Kronia Pola, which literally translated means many good years. We also hear Yasu quite a bit, Sni Yasu, which translated is to your health. And you can use a lot of these expressions for everything. It's a hello, it's a greeting. Hi, everybody. It's so nice to have them pass by
They
here.
are. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
On the cover of the newspaper recently, they were talking about this year, 2012, and how there are so many Friday the 13th.
Yes.
And on the headline, front page, it said, Paraskevi Dekatria phobia.
Nice.
Now, that looks like a really big word,
Yep.
but let me tell you something. For little Greek kids, that's an easy word, right?
Veka is 10, Tria is 3. So
right,
there you have it, the 13th.
Friday and
Yep.
phobia,
Friday the
right? From
13th.
phobos, fear. It's great.
There's a lot. We all also recall from watching my big fat Greek wedding. Give me any word. I assure you it comes from Greek,
we
right?
had Michael Constantine
Yes, we
here
did.
last year.
Yeah.
He was up here on the stage with us.
He was great. You know, we are again looking at some of the fabulous folks that are coming here today, and you know, we wanted to mention a few other things as we continue. But right now, we're going to go back to Nick, who's got another good interview. And Nick, let's go to you.
Okay, Ernie and Nicole, we have Michael Janaris, who's coming up along the parade with here today, New York State Assembly. Michael, how you doing?
I'm good, Nick. First of all, thank you for keeping the rain away today.
Well, I'm just the messenger, though, but it comes from a higher power. But nonetheless, at least we're having a good day, and the kids are marching, having a great time. And tell me your thoughts about being here again as a Greek American and Greek independent.
Well, it's great every year to be out here. Now that I'm in the state Senate, actually, it's a little bit more special for me to see such enthusiasm from the community. This year, everybody knows that people in Greece are suffering. Their economy is having a very rough patch. So we want to also send the message that the Greek American community stands with them and will help them pull through this so that we can all advance into the future together. Greece has always been a great shining light of civilization. They'll get back there again.
Well, I totally agree with you, and you know, you hold such importance with the Greek American community as well. So I'm sure it's a proud moment for you and for your constituents.
Well, we all have family and friends who are still back in the home country, so to speak. So we're thinking about them, we're caring for them, and hopefully not too distant future they'll pull out of this.
All right. Well, Michael, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the parade.
Yasus. Hello, everyone. My name is Ariana Savalis, and I am so sad that I could not be with you for Greek Independence Day. I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing time. I had an incredible time when I was there 2 years ago, performing and hanging out with all of you amazing Greek people and eating your fabulous food. And it was so cold, though. It was so cold, but everybody's spirit was so warm. It was such an amazing energy, and some hot guy offered me his jacket, so it warmed things up a little bit. Tony Orlando, I'm looking at you. I love you all. God bless you, and happy Greek Independence Day. Who loves you, baby?
This portion of the Greek Independence Day Parade is brought to you by the Order of St. Andrew the Apostle, Archons of the Ecumenical Patriarchate in America.
And it is a star-studded event. We will call it that, of course, the New York Greek American Parade, the largest outside of Greece. About over 100,000 people joining us here today, and those at home watching us on Y9.
There is so much great energy here today. I'm going to go out and say that I am sitting here watching everybody go by, and this is my favorite parade yet. I'm so excited because every person walking by here has so much energy, and they're all here to celebrate their Hellenism, their family, their love of Greece, their love of their Yaya and their Papu. They're all here today. There's Holy Cross, the Goya, the Greek youth.
They're smiling at us and waving their flags. We have seen the St. Demetrios Cathedral float from Astoria that just passed us by.
There's Pan Macedonia.
Pan Macedonia. That is, a large group of people and organizations. The Pan Macedonian Association of America, the Macedonian TV, Pan Macedonian of New York and New Jersey District, the Aristotle University of Thessaloniki, a group of civil engineers, and it goes on and on and on. Pan Macedonian.
Right there's
Not sure what that is.
That guy's from Gastoria, I'm sure.
Yeah, hello. Good to see you all.
They're having a great time.
Yeah.
You know, the kids are...
Hi, I'm Michael Psilakis, and I'm really proud of Green Greek. I think the Greek Independence Day Parade, for me, really sort of brings back fond memories. You know, childhood, getting dressed up in my stoli, my tsolia, being able to walk down the streets of New York and really showing people how proud I was of being Greek, how proud my mother and father made me of being Greek. So from me to you, happy Greek Independence Day.
Now we're happy to welcome to our broadcast booth a very special guest with us every year, Mr. Spiros Voutsinas. He is Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of Atlantic Bank. We're so happy that you're here today.
Nice to see you.
Yes,
Nice
welcome
to see
back
you.
again.
It's
Yasu,
nice to see
Yasu,
you
Yasu.
again. We keep doing that every year, right? Very fortunate. Everybody's okay, and the family's all right. The bank is doing quite well.
A very prestigious and a very successful bank, sir, in New York.
Quite well.
And things are good, business is good. Tell us about, our economy. People are always concerned about that, and especially since we've been talking about the issues of Greece right now.
Well, I think that the Greece, I think that they're going to work things out. I think that it was going the wrong way, and eventually something had to happen, and I think this is happening, and I think that eventually Greece has a good future for it, but they have to work towards it.
Right.
There is no question about it. There is no free ride, as they call it.
True. And when you talk about being Greek, and like you're saying about the Greeks there in Greece now, one of the themes of being Greek is always that you can achieve the impossible. And in this case, right, whatever you go for, when you're Greek, you go for it, right? That's what your family teaches you, to really have your dreams, educate yourself, and go for your dreams.
Well, and look what's happening in this country with the Greeks. I mean, they have done quite well, and I'm involved with the bank, and I'm the president of the Atlantic Bank, and I see these people coming in, and I am more Greek now than ever because I respect the community. They work hard, and they have a civil life. So I think the community, we should be very, very proud of them, looking at them. I mean, looking at the Parer, looking at the younger generation. I think that...
well, you have two daughters, we know, and the last time we checked, you had two granddaughters as well, right?
And one in the way.
There you go. See, I knew there would be some progress there.
So the family is growing.
It's growing. And when do you get back and show them your heritage and where you came from Kefalonia, right? Is that
from Kefalonia? Oh my God, you have a good memory.
We don't forget anything here.
No,
so you'll have to take them there. Take me, Ernie and I we'll just go
you're
for
welcome.
We would love to do that.
It's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful island. I think that we have a home there, and I go there every year. And I take my grandkids there, and they enjoy it.
You have advice, right?
Yes.
We saw a list, Ernie and I, of some advice that you give to your grandchildren and the younger people. What are some thoughts that you would say?
Some words of wisdom.
Well, I think it's they have to stay united. They have to really just establish the principles of the family, which is to do work and trying to be ethical. And I think it's a good country that we're growing up, and I think the country has given us the opportunity to do well. But you have to work well, and you have to really be... Hi there, how are you?
Okay, they're all waving to us from Samos.
We
love Samos.
There,
yes, we do. Mr. Voutsinas, thank you so much for joining us today from the Atlantic Bank.
Pretty soon I'm going to just become one of the team here. I keep coming every year, right?
You'll be a regular contributor, right?
Okay.
Stay as long as you like.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, bye.
We're going to listen to them right now.
dance. They do beautiful. These are the children from the William Spiropoulos School from St. Nicholas in Flushing, Queens. I just saw my own priest go by, Father Paul, along with the presidents and Nicholas Karakostas, the past president, Andy Tsiolas. The kids are here. The flags are here. We're partying hard.
Nice how he was waving to you and sending you a special blessing today. Wasn't that nice?
Right, blessing all of us together.
You know, we saw Michael Tsilakis, who was on just a little earlier, and he's so well known in New York. He's got the Kefi restaurant, Fish Tag on West 79th Street. He's opening up several others. There's another one in Roslyn, New York, and it was so good to see
I've been
Michael.
to that one, MP Taverna. I've been there, and the food was great.
And he's opening an MP Taverna in Irvington, by the way, this spring, and also the MP Taverna this summer in Astoria. So Michael's on the run there, doing very well. So congratulations to you, Michael.
We have a lot of great chefs, right? Yeah. You were talking about the oldest cookbook ever, about Kat Cora. You talked about Michael, and I was actually looking about when we talked about the cookies, how some of the Greek meals, you know, we don't really use a lot of sugar. Sometimes the Greek dishes, they have natural oils. They use cheese.
A lot of honey.
Right, honey. That's right.
Yeah. That's
more
a very
healthy,
popular,
too.
Yes, very healthy. You know, you were mentioning your church, which is nice. So I've got to get equal time right now for my church, which is the Holy Trinity Church of New Rochelle in New York. Father Nick Anktel, and I know they're here today. They're going to be passing by shortly, but I didn't want to forget them, or else I'd be in serious trouble. I need my blessing, too.
That's right. I would like to go to your church one day, Ernie.
I would like to have you come there.
You know, when we were talking about history, and we were reading about, hey, guys, see, they're
passing our booth right now. This is so great. Hello. Nice to see you. Don't they look beautiful? Look at the energy from all these young people. I love to see their faces and their enthusiasm. Hi. We send back our love to you as well. Hi, guys. How are you? What a nice moment for everyone to be on television and to be celebrating their heritage. This is the Long Island City High School Greek Club. Hi, everybody. Okay, enjoy. Have a great day.
It's always fun to be a part of the Greek Club. In college, I was a part of the Greek Club. And they have them even in college. Wherever you are, you can always find a Greek church, a Greek club, a Greek community, a Greek restaurant somewhere. And you know what? We always find them, don't we?
We do. It would also help me in school, too. You know, we talked about the language, 50,000 words derived from the Greek language. I remember in school, you know, taking some of the vocabulary tests and couldn't quite make out what some of the words were. And when I saw, you know, whether it was tripod, I said, oh, triapodia.
There you go.
There's a tripod. Sphygmomanometer, which was for blood pressure measurement. But I would guess at the derivation of the word, and sure enough, I would do very well with my vocabulary
A+
test.
for you, Ernie Anastas. When we were looking at the history and we talked about our Greek independence and obviously the fight, and here we are celebrating 191 years of Greek independence, and I was looking at one thing that really caught my eye. How about a tree from the 13th century that's still making olives? I mean, they planted this tree in the 13th century and it's still producing olives today.
Wonderful.
That's amazing.
That's
How about
amazing
the fig trees, right? Everybody wraps the fig trees during the winter time.
Nicole, look at these flags. St. Nicholas from Flushing, and we mentioned the Sunday choir from there as well. Also, we saw the, pardon me, the Cathedral of St. Paul in Hempstead. So we're so happy that they're here, and hi, everybody.
All right, everybody, stay with us because we are having so much fun. You see the Greek flags waving. We are celebrating Greek independence today here.
Hi, I'm Frank Tokopoulos. I'm a third-generation Greek American, and I'm extremely proud of my heritage. And I would like to thank my ancestors for fighting for Greece's independence and freedom. My grandfather actually served in the Greek army, and years later he moved to the United States and didn't speak a word of English, and he came over and ended up running and owning a successful Greek restaurant. Go figure, Greeks in restaurants, who knew? Anyway, I'm very, very proud of my heritage, and years later my grandfather passed away, and my father gave me my grandfather's ring. And to this day I wear this ring, and what it symbolizes to me is success, adversity, overcoming obstacles, and doing the right thing, being a good person, and being proud of your heritage. So,
Constantine. Who is this guy?
Constantine Maroulis, who went from American Idol on to a hit Broadway show
Fantastic.
Rock of Ages.
Doing really great. And Nick Gregory is with Constantine. Hey, let's see you guys.
Yes, we're right here. And you're just saying, you know, American Idol finalist and Tony Award nominee.
Broadway. So 2013, Jekyll and Hyde. I'm going to take it on the road first. We start this summer. And I'm really excited. I'm working on a new album and here in town enjoying this beautiful day.
Young.
And waving our flag just like I'm doing right now. Isn't this nice to have in our booth?
It's fun. You know, the people are coming over here and they're passed us a flag up here so we can celebrate.
Beautiful. We're celebrating with everyone else here. We were just watching the Nasurian Society as they were. There they are, right behind us right now. We want to recognize them, the Hellenic Philharmonic Society, starting from 67th Street right here, and the group is celebrating and waving their flags just like the rest of us. Here we are, Yasu. Doesn't take much to get them ready.
That's right. You get them going. We were talking about dancing. We're talking about the Kalamatiano, which comes from obviously ancient Greek origin from the southern part of Greece, from the province Kalamata, from the olives. We always talk about that. And how about the Samiko?